HUD just decided that one voice is also one language. Translation? English only for most department services and communications. And this actually includes signs, forms, websites, the whole works. An internal memo says translated materials should be pulled and non-English services should be paused, with a narrow legal exception, and that's for disability access. That stays. It's being framed as a part of a broader federal shift. I help real people, not headlines. So here's what actually matters. Welcome. I am Laura Lalaki, international real estate agent and world citizen. So let's dive right into this because it gets a bit messy and I get a little bit passionate. So let's make it plain. What does this mean in real life? Well, it means fewer translations on hand. So signs, forms, and web pages may show up in English only, whereas they used to have a variety of languages. 2, interpreters won't be automatic. You may have to ask for language help. 3, this means confusions and delays because missed pages, missed deadlines, missed opportunities. But that's not on you. That's on this policy. Your rights matter. Don't get it twisted. Because programs receiving federal funds still owe meaningful access for people with limited English proficiency. And that's a part of Title VI. The Fair Housing Act still protects against discrimination based on national origin. Now, as I stated, disability access obligations still apply. So interpreters and aids and reasonable accommodations are still in place for the disabled. But here's some things that you need to do right now if you are dealing with HUD or any government program or any government entity. Ask for writing language assistance. And when you do that, you're going to ask in this way. I am requesting language assistance to ensure meaningful access to this program under Title VI. And you're going to keep copies of emails and all letters. Now, I am not an attorney, so please make sure that you consult an attorney so that you will also know that what I'm also stating that you could do is also in the legal bounds and realms, okay? I'm not an attorney. I'm a real estate agent. So please consult with a professional. Now, you also want to make sure that you bring a qualified adult interpreter, if you can, to any of your appointments. Please do not put children in that role if you can avoid it. Okay, adult translators. Then you also can then lean in on HUD-approved housing counselors or legal aid. Remember, I'm not an attorney. Talk to these legal folk, right? Many have translated checklists and can coach you, all right? Then I want you to document everything. Names, dates, what you asked for, what they said, so that you may have to escalate. And when you do that, you're going to start to do that calmly and firmly. So if you hear, we don't do that, ask for a supervisor and restate your right to meaningful access. There is a reason I keep saying that, meaningful access. But the bottom line is this: language should be a bridge, not a gate. If this shift leaves you stranded, you're not imagining it and you're not powerless. I've got so many things in my office, but you know what? A lot of them are in English, but I do know that I have people who can interpret them, or I can refer people to someone who speaks a different language that I don't. Right? But as you can right now, some of these websites have not taken down as of today, which is actually, what is today? It's August 24th. But this could change. They're being taken down daily. If you can find anything that's in your language, Go ahead and print those, screenshot those now while you can, okay? So you're not hopeless. You still have options. And that is for you. That is for you, Mrs. Consumer. You are one who wants to buy a home and you may speak a different language, or you're dealing with Section 8 or anything that falls under the HUD umbrella. But now I'm going to switch it. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm calling on all of my real estate brothers and sisters to remember that ethics always come first. Family, this is where we show what we are made of. Policy winds can swirl, but our duty doesn't move. Whether you're a realtor under Article 10 or a licensee who answers to the Fair Housing Act, we do not discriminate ever. National origin is protected. Turning language barriers into service barriers? That's discrimination with fresh branding, not on our watch. Do the work, not the bare minimum. You need to be inclusive in your intake. Add a simple "do you need language assistance" checkbox on your forms and your web leads. Offer interpreter plan. Keep a short list of qualified phone and video interpreters. Always don't use children. But even other agents in your office could speak another language that can serve clients, right? Know your top languages. Identify the top 2 non-English languages in your market. Keep at least a summary sheet for key steps such as agency, offers, inspections, timelines, right? Train your teams. Give them scripts for offering assistance, role-playing the messy and real-life moments. Then you're going to track and review. Log assistance requests and outcomes. If clients face delays, fix and break the chokehold. Mind your marketing, brothers and sisters. No coded languages, no steering. No, this will be too hard without English. We solve problems. We don't create them. Then I want you to check your vendors. Ask your lenders, your title inspectors, how they serve non-English speaking clients. If they shrug, find partners who don't shrug, who are ready to stand in the right. The standard that we live by as real estate professionals falls with the Fair Housing Act. We agree that we give no discrimination based on race, color, national origin, religion, sex, including gender identity and sexual orientation, familiar status, and disability. The Realtor Code of Ethics, Article 10, says equal professional services to all, no discriminatory practices or conduct. It is our promise, and you need to steal this from your office wall because I'm sure that it's there. In this brokerage, language is not a barrier to fair treatment. We provide or help arrange reasonable language access, explain timelines clearly, and give every client a real shot at home ownership or housing stability because ethics are not seasonal. Headlines will keep spinning, but our reputation sticks. We're the ones at the kitchen table explaining contracts and calming nerves. So let's make sure that all people get a fair shot, no matter what language they dream in. And yes, if the official vibes say otherwise, I'll be right here side-eyeing you, and I'm going to still be serving. I am Laura Lala Key, international real estate agent, and I will be happy to serve you when you are ready to find your special home. Please feel free to visit my website for many free resources and to sign up for our next home buying course. Why not go out on a limb? Isn't that where the fruit is? Sometimes you have to take a stand and always be on the side of right. Peace out.